What's going on, everyone? MikeO back with another card grading reveal video. This order coming in from CSG. It is technically part of the last order I showed off, but these ones included subgrades, so therefore they came in a separate shipment. It takes a little bit longer, so that's one good thing. CSG will ship the other stuff to you first. This was a total of 29 cards. I'm showing off 15 of them. The other 14 belong to my friend Ed. He'll show them off on his channel. So if you want to see them, check out Wesker Griff here on YouTube. Hopefully he'll have a video up somewhat soon. He had some cool stuff, so definitely want to check that out. We'll take a look at mine. Stuff to the left are just Phillies cards for the PC. Just thought they would look a little better with the subgrades, so that's why I sent them in. Stuff to the right, some other stuff. So let's take a look. So we got a 2018 Bowman Mega Box, Bowman Trending Fernando Tatis Purple Refractor. This one came back in 8.5. Obviously hoping for a little bit more, at least a 9. 9.5 centering, 9 edges, 8.5 on the surface and corner. They are definitely a little tough. CSG does a pretty good job at grading overall, in my opinion. I can't really argue too much. They're certainly a little on the tough side, which is good. It's definitely going to disappoint people who send stuff in and they're going to get grades lower than they would like, but you know you're getting a high quality card when it's in a good or a high grade, which is a good thing. You can't necessarily always say that for all companies, but 8.5 on the Tatis. Got a 9 on this. Now, when I sent this in, this was back probably in spring training. It took a while for this stuff to come back, or early in the season. There was a huge amount of hype with gold rookies, and there was a lot of expectations that hopefully Didi Gregorius would have another good year. He was really good for the Phillies in 2020. Of course, it was a shortened season. This year, he really struggled. Had one of his worst overall years, just bad defensively, really struggled offensively, and battled some injuries as well. So received a mint 9 overall grade on this. 8.5 on centering. So centering, they were definitely a little tough on, but got 9 on corners, 9 on edges, 9.5 on surface. I'm not someone who specifically is obsessed with subgrades. I mean, I think it's nice. It doesn't bother me. The two companies I have the most experience with grading are SGC and PSA. Neither of them have subgrades, and I'm fine with it. Generally, when I'm sending in cards, I know what potential flaws are on those cards, so usually my grades aren't a surprise. Of course, every now and then you have one that comes back lower than you expect, or maybe even a little higher than you anticipate. But subgrades can be nice as well. I think they're a nice touch with CSG, if for no reason other than it actually makes the label look a lot better. The label, especially being a little taller, just it's just missing something when there's not the subgrades. But paying $10 a piece for subgrades, you got to be careful with how much or what you send in. Anyway, mint 9 on the Eloy Jimenez silver parallel from 2019 Topps X Vlad Jr. This card is serial numbered to 10. 9.5 on centering and corners, 9 on edges, 9 on surface. So these cards are tough with the surface. There are a lot of little indentations and sometimes little scuffs. It was sort of a sloppy set, especially on the parallels. Edges, maybe they were a little tough on the 9, but would have been nice to be a 9.5 gem mint, but it is a mint 9. Eloy has a ton of potential, so we'll see how he does. Definitely a little disappointed on the Soto here. I mean, I guess it would have gotten a mint 9 anyway. Surface only received an 8.5. Edges, corners, 9.5. Centering, 9. So, mint 9 on the Soto 2018 Bowman Chrome Prospect. Got some Allen and Ginter Chrome. This one was 8.5 surface and then 9.5s in centering, corners, and edges. So tough on the surface again. The other Robert received a 9.5 gem mint, 10 edges, 9.5 on corner, surface, and centering. A lot of particles on the holder, so I'll have to wipe them down a little bit before I put them in their perfect fit sleeves. So here's a strong Beau Bichette, 9.5 gem mint, 10 edges and corners, 9.5 on surface and centering. And another 9.5 on the Beau Bichette, 10 edges, 9.5 on surface, corners, and centering. Ginter Chrome, beautiful product. If you're a player collector, I'd run out and grab some of your favorites. They're so nice. All right, 2020 Topps Flashbacks, Trey Mancini, Black Refractor. Black Refractor's serial number to 25. And this received a 9.5 center and corner surface, 10 edges, 9.5 gem mint. CSG is definitely growing on me a little bit. Their holders are spectacular. Their slabs might be my favorites. The flip, not so much, but their grading is tough, accurate, and pretty consistent overall. So when you give companies a chance, you learn a little more and more. I love SGC. I will continue to grade with them. Love their turnaround times. Love the way their slab looks. Respect the hell out of their vintage grading. Think they do a good job on ultra modern as well. CSG, they're growing on me a lot. PSA I will continue to use, but their prices are going to have to come down, and they're going to have to do something about the turnaround times for sure. But lower end cards, CSG is very good. And then they're really the three companies I think I'll stick to. HGA, tested the waters with them a little bit. I would consider sending a few things off to them. I think some PC stuff can look really cool with their flips, but I'm not really confident they're going to be around super long, but we'll see. All right, on to the Phillies card. So disappointed I didn't grab a 9.5 on this one. 2020 Topps Allen and Ginter Chrome Bryce Harper. 9 centering, 9 surface, 9.5 edges and corners. So 9 overall. Still, I mean, it's a great looking card in the slab. Alec Boehm's not working out too well based on his season, but he's still young, still has a chance to grow. You know, not every player just hits great, plays great consistently their first few years. A little sophomore slump, so we'll see. Give him another year, see how things go. But straight 9.5s on this 2021 Topps Heritage Boehm. So 9.5 gem mint. Got an opening day that also received a 9.5 gem mint, but 9 on centering, 9.5 otherwise. It's a nice parallel from 2021 Donruss, the rookies. Alec Boehm Pink Fireworks parallel. 9.5 gem mint, 9 on the surface, 9.5 elsewhere. Cool looking card. And then a few finest flashbacks, Bryce Harper's. This one got a 10 on center, 9.5 corners, edges, 9 on surface, 9.5 gem mint. And then straight 9.5s on the other one. So pretty sweet there. Big fan of that card. So that is it for the CSG order. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If I have some cards from time to time, I do try and send some in for subgrades. The bulk of what I send, even if they're for the PC, I just send standard. I prefer the way the flip looks with the subgrades a lot more, but the price just adds up too much. You can't send them 100 cards all subgrades. This is going to eat into your overall cost of collecting, or if you're selling stuff. Like, it's just, you can't do it all along. I really think CSG would have been better off going the full subgrade included route to start, just to help build their business. Obviously, they're doing pretty well and they're taking a while, but I do think submissions are down a little bit. I've kind of received a lot of promotional stuff from them, like, hey, send us your cards and stuff. So something tells me they're not receiving maybe as much as they were hoping to, but still plenty to continue a good, strong business. Anyway, comment below. Let me know what you thought of the order, and I will talk to you next time. Have a great one.